in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
We are live.
And we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Frenzy Freestyle Sunday with myself, Spin, Impactor Productions, and Mr. Magnus. And whoever else gets to join us during our streams.
Oh goodness, if Fear Courage just joins in here, we have one of the most random conversations. I'm gonna lose it.
That would be the best.
I think that's gonna be one of the new things that we have to have happen. Like maybe we should make a compilation one of these days of just all the random moments Fear is joining the random conversations.
It would take some time to cut that up because it's been many a times.
Well, I have a good playlist of a bunch of those scenes, or in general moments.
Wow. Well, how are you guys doing this evening?
Not too bad at all.
Well, I mean, things could be better.
Well, I'm going to jump into that in a second. As Mario, welcome Mario once again. As says, what's up again, Children of Primus? And what's up, Mario? And thank you always for hanging out with us. As Senobach has joined us, and apparently both on the right screen have bandages on their arm.
Oh my goodness!
What is going on? Playing with way too many Transformers, apparently.
Okay, I'll let Stembach go first on injuries-wise.
Yeah, I called it.
This
We're going to be
isn't an
getting
injury.
asked
This
these
is a
questions.
surgery.
Right.
So, most everybody knows this except for you because, you being a younger folk, so you can't be on Facebook technically or whatever. So, going down the street, maybe never, I was afraid if I tried to go by the landscaping person, I'd get whacked by the weed whacker. Which can cut deep enough that you have to get your limb amputated, and then I would fall on the road in front of the car behind me and get ran over, or I could have tried to go on the sidewalk, but I've still had a chance of getting whacked by the weed whacker, and then I land in front of a car wide lawnmower instead with the big flat bed.
Ooh.
So it's like, okay, I'll make the right hand turn. And they had paved it in the last month, so I guess it's not as even as it used to be, because I've been making that turn for like 5 years now, never had any problems with it, and I guess my bike caught, and the bike went this way, and I went this way too, and it was mainly on my right arm. Almost shattered the bone, luckily didn't, only fractured it. That was Tuesday afternoon. Had surgery on it Wednesday morning. Go to first physical therapy tomorrow. Hopefully to get to swap the cats out because I'm getting the cat itch really bad and it's driving me nuts.
Oh man, it reminds me of when we used to do mountain biking, and one of our girlfriends, who was also riding with us, down like one of the real technical trails, she completely wiped out and snapped her collarbone.
Ooh.
But she was laughing about it, and we're like, why is that so funny? And she's like, I've been down this trail like 1,000 times,
Yeah,
it's that
man,
one time.
The one thing with pain can be turned into instantaneous funny moments. Like
borrow Shinta's bed.
Like, it's weird. Everybody that I've met who's either fractured a bone or hurt something of the sorts turns out laughing over a meme or something that just decides to pop in their head at the same time and moment.
It's I did weird. Get a hot nurse, though, so that kind of made it worthwhile.
Okay, that's for Teletran 2. That's for Teletran 2. And so Mario's asking Impactor Productions, what happened to your hand?
It's called roller skating. So while roller skating back at our roller skating rink near us, I was doing. I have no clue how fast I go, but I go super fast to the point that the whatever flags that we have hanged on the sides of the rink will fully raise up because of how fast I'm going. I make a sharp turn, and my skate hits the door, sending me tumbling over. I catch myself and somehow manage to sprain my wrist.
Oh. You know what? The fact you said that you were roller skating, that's very cool, because that just seems to be like a lost art within generations.
Well, roller derby's still big, surprisingly.
Nice. Well, see, that's
true.
now a little hint, and I know your parents will probably be like, "What's Spin saying?" You know, when you see that girl in school on like during the week, tell her that you were roller derbying and you had like a roller derby
Oh,
wipeout,
Now
catastrophe.
make it sound more macho than what
Exactly.
it actually was.
goodness.
Yeah, and you're right-handed,
Just remember-
right, Impactor?
I'm right-handed,
Stars.
but
Just remember this, Impactor. Best advice I can give you as an adult and you being a young man. Scars are just as good as tattoos, but they have better stories.
Yes.
oh
This
my
is true.
goodness, my dad's. Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
goodness.
Cool story on my shoulder.
I'm
Cool
guessing
story on my
Impactor's dad told him the
arms.
same
Yep.
thing, it sounds like.
Yes, except there was something different now. What's the thing with the burn marks and things I have down, the scars I have? What was the thing that you said?
What, battle wounds?
Why would we know?
It's big scars.
Battle scars.
Battle scars.
Yeah, I can
it's
feel
healed
like
up
I
now,
got
but I
some
got
sort of
burnt.
crazy scar under this because I've been doing it itchy, and I think I have stitches from because I got plates in my arms.
Oh, I don't have my headphones on.
Now,
That's why it's
so-
coming through here.
I don't know if I told you guys this already, but back while I was out with friends at a bonfire, somebody accidentally branded me with a marshmallow stick.
Oh.
Oh, I've been branded by a soldering iron before.
Okay. That's
Marshmallow sticks are worse.
By accident. I left it. Someone might have
Right.
left it out. It might or might not have
Somebody
been me
re-
or my table mate. I'm not sure. I say it's
Somebody
my table
remind me about the branding stories in Teletran 2, and I'll tell you all some branding stories. Teletran.
You know what? This is exactly it. Impactor, you are reliving a moment that Fear Courage just walked in and be like, what did I just walk into mid
Oh,
conversation?
I'm looking at your data chat, and I'm like, let me tell you, I got a bunch of scars on my fingers right here. And I got them because I dropped a massive bowl of lovely bolognese rigatoni, and my reflex was to dive after it.
Well-
it was homemade. It's the best stuff ever. And I got these sliced open like crazy. I had to get stitches. I still got the scars.
Diff-
I'd say no regrets, but also I don't think diving after the pasta was worth that.
I have scars on both of my hands from our cat, basically, and it looks like I got attacked by a bear.
And Mario, if while you're in the comments, if you have any war wounds, battle scars to speak of, mention it. And anyone else watching this stream after in the comments, mention any war, any scars that you have, how you got them, and make up a story if you want. It's the internet. It's have fun with it. So
I mean, we know Abraham Lincoln invented the internet according to the internet. Everything on the internet is true.
everything on the internet is true.
I'm gonna have to put a second on that and say not true.
So what if somebody
It's
says
called
"I'm
sarcasm."
lying right now?
They had to ban AI in court systems because some whatever dude tried to put the Sora app cover on his jury whatever sentence and almost tricked the judge. It was so crazy, and now AI is starting to finally be outlawed. Please let this happen.
Good.
Yeah, it's we're going to have a stream about AI one day. And I mean, I know a couple weeks back when I made the one topic cover using an AI image, and then one person came after me, and I'm like, well, it's kind of a specific topic that I really can't, Google and find an image that related to that topic. But I'm like, well, aside from that, it's more of a serious topic. The image really wasn't the topic itself, but I mean, I'm on the fence with AI too. It's useful as a tool for some things, but using it as a to replace a human in terms of creativity, I'm not for that. That's you
Can
know, I do.
can we get W's in the chat for that one right there?
It's funny because you're like, oh, we should do one about AI, and I'm like, oh, initially I'd be like, oh, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But the last time we did a topic where I was like, I don't even want to touch that, it actually went really well. So,
But I mean,
so why not?
it depends on the people, you know. Like there's a certain handful of people, certain topics will just go all left and silly. But you know, when you've got an intelligent mind, when you've got a crew of intelligent people like ourselves, we can take any topic, debate it, talk about it, and discuss it, and it won't go left or go crazy because it doesn't need to go left or go crazy.
It'll go either straight up or straight down, basically, for most of those.
You know, and knowing YouTube, if it goes left and goes drastically crazy, we'll end up with like
Okay,
a billion
Mario's
views.
lucky. Mario has the star power on him. He has the star power.
There you go.
That's me.
Well, Mario says, well, I haven't been injured at any point in my life. And you know what, Mario? You're lucky. That is a fortunate thing. So, you know, that's some people have, some haven't, but it's good you haven't. And since this is a Transformers live stream, let's talk Transformers. And, you know, since we don't have a real topic for this segment, for our Teletran 1 segment,
Robotic Ninja Turtle.
we're going to talk about anything that's still somewhat Transformers related, and I'll slowly put in scores updates of the Jays and Mariners, because I know that's probably a lot of people are watching the baseball playoffs right now. So,
I'm not a baseball kid, even though I will enjoy swinging a baseball bat and hitting a ball.
oh,
Nope, that ain't gonna happen.
now, Mr. Magnus, I'm going to throw it over to you. What news or what would you like to discuss, Transformers
I have
wise?
some things to show and discuss.
I sent you a link
Oh yes,
in
Yes,
the
yes.
private chat there. So
And-
we've got a another SS86 that's coming out.
Ooh,
It's on pre-order right now at BBTS.
yes!
Oh, Wind Charger.
And he's not a corpse; he's just alive.
Yeah.
Wow,
He has like a big exploding chest though.
It's not an explosion, it's his
This is
magnetic
magnetic
capability.
power.
Yeah, it's supposed to be his magnet effect, but it's like it looks like he's exploding.
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, it fully looks
Well-
like he's exploding.
It's
Well,
called
we've
a
reached the
blast
point in-
effect. It is not. It doesn't say magnetic aura.
He has
Magnetic.
His
aura.
initial statement is like only people from the '86 movie, but they were transparently like, he was in there for a second. We can.
Also, another thing to mention about the 86 stuff. So, artist Stan, actually, I watched one of his videos recently. He has been doing a lot of work now. Like, he did a video of the 4 years of all the work that he's been doing, and I can definitely say this. He did everything from what I've seen way better than the film.
Nice. I mean, our artist Dan is very talented. The one thing I will say about this wind charger, in terms of if that's supposed to be like his magnetic ability in robot mode, I believe from his tech specs, and I mean this is reading it decades ago, that magnetic field, I think he uses it more in his vehicle form, because he can actually use that ability to magnetically trail behind a vehicle, thus using not using any of his fuel whatsoever, because basically he's using the other vehicle's fuel from the magnetic force.
Kind of like
I will-
using it like a tractor beam, but using the tractor beam to grab onto someone.
I
and
will have to
let them
show.
pull
So
them
this
along.
is somebody else's stop motion. We'll give full. I'll put out the name and all that stuff for credit. But this guy does a very good stop motion using Wind Charger in it with his magnetic abilities.
Nice.
And
I'll actually pull that up.
since Fear wasn't here last week,
Oh, are those the completed combiners?
Yeah.
Oh, the legs are in there too. Jeez. Oh wow.
He didn't
And
skip
one
calf
more.
day.
the last piece for this came in.
Ooh, which one of those is better in your opinion?
Oh, this one by far.
Mm.
Lovely.
Well, like with the aerial
I-
bots, it's
I like
basically
the aerial bots, but this
two
is the
two
best
mo-
form. This is the
Have
best.
you got the upgrade kit yet?
Not yet. But yeah, they're especially Silverbolt. They're a little chunky in jet mode.
They're like Latinas.
They're robot. Yeah, the robot modes aren't horrible, but they're not great either.
I saw that how you
The-
could attach the stuff to Silverbolt and make him into like a giant spaceship, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, these I'm not disappointed in any of their modes.
I want to get A6 Devastator so badly.
Who was the last
Except what
one
if the
for you,
Combiner Wars one
Bill?
was smaller and had more articulation?
Ooh,
Scavenger, the right arm.
speaking of Devastator, let me just actually show this. This is incomplete.
Yeah, the one with the crane arm, correct? If I'm remembering.
I mean, he's the shovel.
The
He's
shovel.
the scoop shovel.
That's Scavenger.
Either Scrapper or...
That's what I said.
Compressor.
Scavenger was the last one that I had. That I
Yeah,
got.
he'd be
So to mention
That's
all
the right
this,
arm.
Traco. He's the Traco.
Yeah. I'm doing the same gesture.
so this is incomplete at the moment, but I'm actually working on completing him. He actually might be one thing I try to complete before Christmas. I have a startup of Bayverse Devastator.
Is that the studio one?
Oh.
Yeah, it would have to be at that size.
So I had these two I got for Christmas. I got Rampage a while ago in 2021 for Christmas, and then I also had the same thing for Overload. And then I have Scrapper here, and I got him from an eBay lot a long time ago now.
That's funny. I
Unfortunately,
look at that assembled thing and like give him another leg, and he looks plausible as some kind of horrible monster. I see like a little face there with the window up top and two stumpy arms.
well, I mean, here's his head right here. If I just push back it together, there's Overload's head.
Yeah, there you go.
But right now, going off of this, unfortunately, I will have to possibly buy the KO long haul just because he is super expensive. Oh, is that the new release or the old release?
newer release.
I just
The
saw
one
the
I
score ticker. Just
I do own. They had them
Well-
on sale for like 50% off, so I was like, "Yep, I'll get them."
Yeah, he's shelf formed bad. And
Plus, he's
another
red,
thi-
which is my favorite color. So
And another thing to mention about the Devastator here, or Startup, basically. What was I gonna say now? Whatever, basically, with Devastator and how I'm planning to start him up. If I can get him complete by, let's just say, heck, who knows? Because the KOs are actually pretty cheap for most of the dudes. If I can complete Devastator within, let's just say, the coming months once I finish paying off my mom for the Dino box, I will most likely try and get A6 Devastator so I can have him brawl against this dude and see who would win in a battle for a stop motion battle.
Nice. Now, Mario says, since Fear of Courage is here because wasn't on the last stream, right around the time of New York Comic Con, and there wasn't much shown except for two. And
like half the things I sent you were from New York Comic Con directly or indirectly.
And it also says, like, we've got other theme for the timeline subline,
my Optimus.
which the Hearts of Steel is from, and the studio series is apparently doing a comic book edition subline.
Well, we have Gamer Edition, and they just did Wheeljack and Sideswipe. And going off of this, anybody who's trying to get, let's just say, Earthrise, Sideswipe, go for the one that has the cel-shaded windows, the new one. It's currently Target exclusive. I don't know what you guys up in Canada have for a Target
Usually
or
for-
whatever store you would have.
Toys R Us or GameStop, depending on the figure.
What, you guys have Toys R Us?
Yes, but we don't have Target, so I think it comes out about even.
Oh my goodness, you guys are lucky. You know what? That's gonna be the first thing I do when I go to, because my mom and I are talking about My mom and I are talking about hypothetically coming to the TFCon in Toronto one of these years. So if we decide to do that, it's like a 5-hour drive from where I am, so it's actually pretty close by a standard. But I'd most likely just buy one thing from Toys R Us since their prices might be either super expensive or whatever they are.
Well, that'd be very cool.
Trust me, Last time I was in one, I was like, why is everything like $5-6 more than everywhere else?
Well, I guess it depends on the Toys R Us because the one of them that's west of Toronto, I think, shut down a couple months ago, and Orladi, he's not going to be on the stream tonight because he's working his job, which is tied in with the big game, the big baseball game tonight. When we were talking earlier, he mentioned that him and his daughter were at a Toys R Us just a couple days ago, and the entire Transformers section was completely empty except for the 4-pack figure that we mentioned last week. That has the white
Magnus and all those dudes.
Yeah, he said that was the only item that was there, and it was about $150.
Ah!
Now, bear in mind that's Canada dollars, so you
Right.
gotta.
But
It's going to
still.
be larger than the American sum.
I think it's a good thing I'm currently looking for that thing on Target, because here in Target, it's a Target exclusive. When they're doing their 50% off, which is going to be soon, I might just try and get it, because when I got the Target 4-pack with Cliff Jumper, Turn, and Tarantulas and Squeeze Play, I got that for like $68 over the $89.99, the Commander class technically price point. So I'll just wait for that to happen here, and I'll most likely have that pack as something to show. And if anything, if I had to go off this, just seeing knowing Mr. Magnus, he might want to get that pack also, since it has G1 characters in it, especially missing characters like Bumble Jumper, which I still think is crazy that he got his own toy now finally.
Yeah, that's the first time he's ever gotten one officially. So in 40-odd years, so it's kind of a big deal.
That's the one other thing. So YouTuber, I forget what their name was, but they were talking about like how fans or people kind of request for, like, people have been requesting for so many characters to actually get a good figure of themselves later on, and like it's one thing that he talked about so much was how Blur had so many remolds of himself, because Drift from IDW, his toy mold got reissued and turned into Blur. Then Titans Return Blur got turned into Nautica, and I forget what the other Blur.
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm shares the same mold, and Titans Return RC shares the same mold as Blur. Like, Blur has so many reissues of himself.
Yeah, one of the benefits of the designers of at least on the Western side of things being so like available on Instagram and other social channels and stuff is that they do listen to people who like send them messages. They've said that straight up. Like, if enough people say we want this thing, they're like, we usually look into it. So,
well, I just want another Nautica, please, because the Titans Return one is now worth $200, and I'm not willing to pay $200. At this point,
I want to say that I'm
yes, you have
currently
her.
jealous that Impactor can actually rewrap and redo his arm crap at will, and I'm stuck with this fishy ass thing.
My goodness, you are lucky.
It's funny you say that because Cruisers Motorsports hanging out in the comments
My arm is broke.
asking
Fine.
why is everyone's hand seem broken?
So
It's not
I
because of
like
all
this
the
one, but I
said
do
in
think there should be
the private
a new
chat.
one.
Oh wait, hold on, fair. Show that again.
Nautica, she was a character from More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light.
So then that
this
means
was-
you have Quick Switch.
No, I just
You
got
might
this
have
on its
bought her
own
just
because somebody. I
individually.
happened to find somebody that was splitting the set at the time and grabbed this, so I don't have any of the other stuff from the pack.
My goodness, people are lucky.
Yeah. But this
Yeah,
was
I've
literally
seen-
like
this is
whenever
gonna
this
piss
came
an
out, like
Impactor off. I've seen
2016
her
or
too.
whatever.
At
Yeah,
Matt,
but
the place
this was
I get
another
all my
one of those-
Defender blokies from. Oop.
But this was another. It was only available in a big multi-pack with a bunch of other things, and people were like, "I don't want to buy like 5 figures for this," and she was really expensive on the secondary market for a while. I just got lucky at the time.
To go off this, the cheapest price I've seen her go for is $111, and that is the cheapest I've seen her go for. Also,
Yeah.
does anybody want to know what the most expensive Transformer that was ever sold actually?
Was it about $2,000?
No, it's past it. It's past that.
Was it a lucky draw? I bet it could have been a lucky draw.
It's not a lucky draw at all, even.
What was it?
Okay, so a graded 86 Devastator, the whatever the gift set from the 80s, pristine condition and everything was graded. I don't know when it was sold, but it was sold for $80,000, holding the most expensive set ever sold. Well, the most expensive Transformer ever sold.
No, I wonder if CBR ever made an article about that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Magnus, what were you about to say?
Sent you another link. It's just something. It's not Transformers related, but it's collector related.
Let's see.
Wellspin is also pulling that up since Mr. Magnus pulled up Big Bad Toy Store. On Big Bad Toy Store, Beachcomber is now finally back in stock, which is something I will also be getting, plus Cosmos. And if I'm correct, also Thundercracker is also on there too for pre-order.
Remember, I found this in a bookstore, not for some reason.
You're the lucky one there with finding that one in the bookstore. At this point, I think I had. So my aunt, as I mentioned, my aunt went to a Stata sale a while ago. She got the original, so this was the first release of DevCon from the Stata sale, and got Minerva, and I think she got a few other rare dudes. But like, she got a bunch of characters. Is that Amazon?
No, this is mtgstocks.com.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it. It's too small.
This tracks prices, rise and falls of Magic the Gathering cards. So
okay.
that is the Smothering Tide, the anime borderless confetti foil.
Cards.
849 American. And she's on the climb. She's peaked at 1,000 before, and she's on her way back up again.
Why this one?
Now give me the screen, Smith.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
He has her, I'm guessing, or whatever.
And
Probably.
I pulled
Yep.
one
Like the normal way?
for $20.
Wow.
Oh, that's it. Speaking of luck.
Yeah.
You should have that graded. That right there would be worth a lot more.
No, a graded one's only worth about 1,000 when she's at 800,
Only.
and it cost $106 to get one graded, so it's not worth it to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
It's
the extra
worth
amount.
it. Just put it in this for myself, and I just have it over there in my little cabinet. When people come over, they're like, "Is that a confetti?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a confetti." It's like a $900 card. Yeah, it's sitting right there.
well, I mean, I have the
Sure, you
super
should just-
rare crap.
Well,
What
it's
do
a
I
good thing.
have?
Use it as a paperweight around people on purpose.
Oh, gosh.
While it's the thing.
Post
Well,
Malone bought that one of one, the One Ring, for $2.2 million. He uses it as a treasure token. He doesn't even play with it as what it is. It's just whenever he creates a treasure token, he pops that $2 million card out on the table.
Wow.
Does that instantaneously destroy the entire game or something?
No, the One Ring's, I mean, it's a powerful card, but it's not that crazy. But when they did it, they made a one of one. Specific art. It's all in that Mordu language, everything. So it's not English. It's nothing you can read. But the art is one of one. The language of it is one of one. There was one of them printed.
Wow.
Now, the One Ring is in the set. It's just a different art, different thing. This was just a search for it. A one of one. And if I'm not mistaken, the guy that pulled it was in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And Posty flew to his house and bought it for $2.2 million.
That's crazy.
Hey, one other thing. So, mentioning expensive things, Dark of the Moon Q recently, the original one here, has now started to climb prices, and now I've officially seen him going for on eBay, and I forget where else I saw him going for about 500, surprisingly.
Let me guess, you cut his head off.
Say again?
Let me guess, you cut his head off.
No, I didn't.
His arm,
His
Hey,
hand.
did
leg.
you figure out what was with that lead foot that you had that looked like it was the unreleased American
Oh,
version?
it is. It is
Christ.
200%.
So what does that go for? Because that's
No clue.
kind of
Prototype figures, or well, this isn't even prototype. This is
that's a
product
full
shot.
unreleased thing. Yeah.
If I had to be honest, guessing wise, most likely a few grand. I have no clue.
Yeah, I mean that's straight up a canceled figure. So like that's you're just casually handling that, and I'm like, bro,
He's safe, in my opinion. Plus, I have all of his accessories with him inside a little tiny plastic baggie over here.
yeah.
Mario says the next theme for the timeline's subline is feudal Japan with Optimus Prime and Starscream, and the Studio Series comic edition Energon Universe Skybound Optimus Prime retool from Studio Series 86.
Those were literally the first two things I sent you, and the Skybound one, I was like, that's my thing. Where I'm like, come on, man, that's my rant.
And it also, Fear, if I was wondering if you're done reading issue 24 of Skybound, because issue 25 that is written by Robert Kirksman is already out, and as you mentioned that speaking with Erlotti earlier, he mentioned reading 25, and he said it's quite an issue. I mean, on top of like everyone being impressed with the entire series, he said 25 is quite an issue.
I've not read 25 yet. I did see the panel where Megatron just insults every Decepticon individually. It's really funny.
I've
Okay.
I've already read it. It came. It was late, but I have to just grab the one sneak peek character that appears
Cruiser says
because it's exciting.
as CBR about $2,000. Yes, and Freakenstein says, "What's up, bots? What's up, Freakenstein? Long time haven't seen you. And how are you doing, sir?"
Yeah, and if it ever swings around to me, I could talk about that Skybound Optimus and why I'm like, not. I have so many mixed feelings on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we know
interesting.
we mentioned it last week because
Oh, you did? Okay.
I remember I shared in the either group chat with everybody or Spin specifically. I saw the DNA design kit post going around Facebook, and then like a day or two afterwards, Hasbro revealed that official one, and a lot of people are like, we can already just get
We
buy
have that
the
upgrade
original
kit, and then
figure,
we
the
have the
upgrade kit, or buy
KO86 Optimus.
a
Yeah.
third party redesign, redo with extra joints and the parts swapped out for you
I can talk about that
off
a
a
bit.
Temu
So,
or whatever for less,
Yeah.
and you still get the trailer and
So
everything
it
for
does
less money.
it does two things. It does two things that I was interested in. One is so it's based on Studio Series 86 Optimus, right? And it's just the front of him without the trailer. And I was like, good. I was kind of waiting for them to do something like that because, like, presumably that would be cheaper because it's just the bot. It's not the base and all the stuff.
They've
Right?
been doing that with Prime, especially with that Nemesis Prime with everything that they did for Energon or whatever it was, Armada.
Amada.
And second of all, obviously it's another Skybound figure. Orlotti was always like, they got to do more of these. Well, now they're doing one, but
And we have the show coming up, hypothetically.
yeah, the price on it, right? It's 80 American dollars, basically the same price as it's barely cheaper than the Commander with the trailer, and I'm like, that's right out of my market. And I thought the whole point of it was if you just do the front part, it's
That's the same thing that happened to the Armada Optimus. It was $60 or $8 or $70, and then they price hiked it. Right now, a lot of people are saying it's either Hasbro's greed that's getting to them, or it is the unfortunate whatever tariffs.
But I will say this, at least with the Armada one, you're getting, because the Star Saber in Armada was like a major plot point, and that was composed of 3 major micron characters. So at least, I mean, you could say you're getting an upgrade or at least a side grade with the losing a trailer for the 3 bots that make the Saber.
Yeah,
but yeah, the Optimus, the Starbound
trailer
Optimus, that's just BS.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's a downgrade.
I'm like, if it didn't cost that much money, it would be great because, but for some reason they're just charging that amount. And like you said, people already made kits for the actual 86 Optimus that swap the arm out. So if you already have one,
So these are the two reveals I will say for the Skybound issue. Well, first let Spin read what Frankenstein is saying.
Oh, hey,
So,
buddy.
So what Frankenstein says, I've been working hard on my other channels. Well, do mention what your other channels are, but I have everything Transformers packed up for whenever I move in a few things coming in soon, but I have another Transformers song coming out soon.
Ooh.
And also says I couldn't buy anything for a while because of that 4.5-foot Metroplex.
oh my gosh,
The divorce class Metroplex.
He got divorce class Metroplex? Oh, goodness.
Well, here's a question. If you're not married, is it still technically a divorce class Metroplex?
No, it ain't. And
I
just
guess it
going
could
off
be
of that,
you won't be getting any girlfriends anytime soon to stay with you. As soon as they see that, they'll be like, nope, walk out.
there's
No
a
one
guy,
night
I forget
stand
what
for
his
you.
name is, but he got divorce class Metroplex and he was currently in a relationship at the same time, and the girlfriend was perfectly fine with the entire thing.
Well, then it's
I mean, it's
not
better
a
than
divorce.
drug addiction, so, I mean, there is that.
This is true. Frankenstein says I have a Lego channel and a laser engraving channel, which is that's pretty cool.
And now that I believe all of those things have been talked about, these are the two reveals in the Skybound issue for Transformers issue 25. So the first thing I will say is that we have the first official knowing that Mask is a part of Transformers now.
Oh, Matt Tracker was in the free comic book day special, so we already knew about that.
Right.
I don't know what the main dude is, but it's like this guy who's wearing a green suit and everything. He looks like a general, basically, from Mask, is one of the
Yeah,
characters.
I'm so happy about that. I heard Miles Mayhem was in it because
I think that's his name, but this is the big reveal, and I'll show up the two figures. These are the two characters that were revealed to be technically unconscious in the issue.
was it Autobot Mirage, and you're just using the Netflix guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Bulkhead and Mirage are officially a part of Skybound. So now Bulkhead here is official for G1, apparently. We have rewritten time, people.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
great.
ask,
Bulkhead's one of my wife's favorites.
Well, I was going to ask in terms of, because I mean, I haven't read any of the Skybound comics. The characters that are in it, are they strictly G1, or how have they tied in Bulkhead into this?
Well,
That's a good question.
let me explain this. This is, I don't know fully everything that was said. I'd have to reread the issue again. But to go off this, apparently Bulkhead was found under pyramids, kind of, but more like found by Teddy Roosevelt, basically, in the time he was out hunting, apparently, and found him and took him in, basically, here. So, like, that was the weird thing. And Mirage was under the ocean for, like, a decade and a half, and then was found later on.
Well, Mirage is has a self-explanatory, because Mirage is from G1, but Bulkhead isn't. So I'm just surprised he's within a G1 cast of characters.
Because you probably heard me say several times as I've been remarking about the story as it goes, this is pretty much straight a retelling of Sunbow, just with, some new twists, but like each story arc was pretty much like an episode of the show expanded.
One other thing to mention about... Sorry.
I was going to say, they did More Than Meets the Eye, and then they did Ultimate Doom, basically, because Cybertron, and then they did Starscream's Brigade, and then the final arc didn't really have an episode equivalent, but it was just a big final clash. Now we're into the Robert Kirkman stuff.
Right.
One other thing to mention...
is quite unusual.
One other thing to mention about Transformers-wise, basically, we have... this is the one other thing that I'm about to mention. Elita 1 has gone officially psycho and is planning to murder Optimus.
This is a darker universe than Sunbow. That's the other thing.
Yeah, she said the
knows.
last words that she said is that Optimus Prime is now our enemy. And now we have blue. Like, to go off this, the new art style that Robert Kirkman has brought to Transformers is impressive, and I will say impressive times 10.
Yeah.
with
Well,
what we
I don't know
have.
where she's at in 25, but like her whole thing in the previous Skybound issues is being extremely bitter that Optimus left Cybertron, and then he comes back and leaves again during these events. When they're trying to do the fight over there and he's off on Earth. So that was her whole problem.
And also, Cliff is getting very much scolded still by her.
Hmm.
So, like, to go off this, our main cast of Autobots, if I'm correct, that we see on Cybertron, besides Blades making a few background appearances, we have the main three would be Blur, if I'm correct, Blue Streak, and Cliff Jumper.
Hmm.
So, like, it seems like we have a good chunk of Autobots still on Cybertron, and I'm still questioning. We're reviving not Slingshot. Slingshot in Skybound because they're missing an arm to the Superion.
Before we get over to the comments, Fear, you have the image of Optimus with Megatron's arm.
Yeah, that's just they showed off the figure on the show floor at New York
Steal the
Comic Con.
fusion cannon off of that and give it to 86 Megatron.
Yeah, I've heard, I saw reviews of him. People were a bit disappointed in the shape of it, but if that's 5mm compatible, you can just swap it out.
Because that thing has the ability to put the blast effects, the bigger blast effects on it, over the official one that came out with 86.
Yeah, but as you can see, it really is just the Studio Series 86 figure, the front half of it just with a new arm and no other changes, which, like I said, would be fine if they weren't weirdly overcharging for it.
Freeing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fear.
I guess the other thing is they are sort of soft launching. They're doing comic book figures now in Studio Series because this is the first one. So that's actually really interesting to me, because there's a rich history of comics that they can draw from, as I've said many times. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
Cool. Now, Freegenstein says, I'll just stick with my friend's relation with benefits in terms of the divorce class Metroplex. Says I'll be building Optimus Primal and Bumblebee soon on my Lego channel. Both have over 5,000 bricks. And
yeah, those official ones they did.
Built the Lego Soundwave, and it was awesome. And Mario says, it's a good thing that Skybound is not just going to be strictly doing G1, like they can tackle other Transformers series. Like in issue 22 and 23, we apparently see 13 primes in Skybound when Optimus is traveling through the realm called the Hall of the Primes.
Yeah, we did. I remember that. I mean, but those guys are just everywhere. They're just a bit of backstory in pretty much every continuity now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Torb will be annoyed, but hear that, I'm sure, on Teletran 2. Oh, we don't need a bunch of extra primes. We just need Optimus, and that's it. Da, 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 da.
Well, if they're just a bit of background flavor, like they were there, then whatever. Show the 13 statues in the background.
And
So-
I mean, it goes back into the G1 days where it's like the writing wasn't the greatest, but elements of previous primes did exist back then. They didn't have a storyline as people built onto it in the
We
recent
saw
years.
Solus, not Solus. Well, yeah, we actually did see Solus in like one scene for like the flashbacks in G1 of her like fighting some dudes, and we saw some of the Prime that like we saw all the primes kind of almost in G1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, they weren't written to be those characters. Like, that was something they retroactively
We
applied.
turned
They
them
did
into the
start there and be like,
characters.
Yep.
that's Prima, that's Sentinel, that's whoever, right? Later on, which fair, right? They're just adding stuff that was already present.
I still think they should travel down the road of Call of the Primitives in terms of when the Matrix was narrating that scene, and it made it seem as if there were multiple Matrixes as opposed to just the one.
Well, Megatron has a matrix of leadership.
Wasn't
pretty
with Call
crazy.
of the Primus, wasn't that one of the few episodes that Slugfest and Overkill popped up in?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was
So that would be
one.
what I would want to see from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I could care less about the Matrixes, but like I had those two as a kid, so and I've been meaning to order their Doctor Wu counterparts, which won't be happening anytime soon because of this crap.
Okay, short story. Apparently, Stembach broke his arm from doing something, whatever, and then I sprained my wrist from roller skating like a crazy person.
Well, you're gonna have to go back and watch the earlier part of the stream when we get into details of all the battle
My
war
arms are good.
stories of how they got their
You know,
arms.
you know what? I should just get my tablet with me and I should record like a video of me roller skating maybe. And heck who knows, see what happens. But I have the videos up now. I have my videos and I have so the YouTuber's name for full credit and everything is named Wolfman Productions. He has done some very like he was the stop motion YouTuber that I watched as a kid. I would steal my dad's phone in the middle of the night and just watch those videos.
Self snitching.
At this point now, my dad forgives me because he knew that this would start me up on some stuff.
There you go. And
But while we're still on this topic, I just sent you another link because
Okay.
I had to figure out who it was that I ordered it from,
okay, let me quickly get over.
and I'm glad that I came to it because it shipped this week,
Oh,
so it's on its way.
Is it Transformers related?
it is Transformers related. Let me share that screen.
Why do I get a suspicion I know what it is? I so knew it!
Yeah, 60. What does it cost? $63 American. What is the Hasbro one cost? $80 American.
Oh,
It
jeez.
And if you
doesn't come
scroll
with the
down,
trailer and all that extra stuff.
and, yeah, it comes with the Megatron
Starscream.
arm, the Starscream.
It has
I'm
such a-
debating.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
debating on buying that in the future if it's not out of stock.
I mean, like, you might as well. It's literally more stuff for less money. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't even mind that the official one doesn't have the trailer because he doesn't use it in Skybound really. But you know, if they're going to charge that much, they might as well throw it in, which is what they did here, right?
And there he's got the damage from the fight with Megatron.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's
seeing
And
that,
there's where
I'm actually gonna.
Starscream impersonates him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, hear me out, people. Here, I'm gonna buy that and unfortunately create Optimus Prime's death.
Well, yeah, that's what it's for.
If you really want to be
sorry.
mean spirited, Impactor, you can recreate the oops. There's a deer on my foot. Seem.
No, I am not gonna create that. I am too much of an animal lover.
You know which Optimus they haven't? I mean, I'm not sure, but they haven't created it, and you could almost create from this one. Is in season 3 with that episode before the return of Optimus.
Zombie Prime.
Yes.
Yeah. To my knowledge, they've
A
never done
friend of
that.
mine,
so
a
that
very
is
good friend of mine in
territory.
the custom universe, he customized a Earthrise Optimus to look spot on. He cell shaded it and everything and customized it spot on to a zombie Optimus Prime. It was very impressive.
Yeah, this one comes with 3 different heads, the air conditioner, cell shaded windows for the cab, the Starscream wings, Starscream airdynes, the lifting fireball kits, the trailer, the axe, the gun, 3 different blast effects, roller, and then the Megatron arm with the Megatron cannon and another blast effect for the Megatron cannon.
Cool.
My mom and I have been debating. She wants it.
Yeah,
I want
for $64 American. Yeah, you better believe I was climbing all over that.
My mom and I are kind of debating on this. I'm not fully sure if I want to spend the money, but me and my mom. So right now, Target has their 25% off deals, and the Age of the Primes 13 Prime Optimus, the big Optimus, is. So again. But anyways, when that deal is, so apparently the deal's over. But like, oh, it's out of stock. Dang. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until it's back in stock. But there, the 13 Prime, it was a 20% off deal and all that for the figure. It comes with so many blast effects that I was kind of debating it since I want to get more real blast effects instead of having to use the digital effects because I want to make it more realistic.
The Children of
Why is the
Primus
eyes
has
look?
been brought to you by Ravage.
Why are the eyes rainbow? Did the cat taste the rainbow?
That cat sees things we wouldn't believe.
This is true. Freakenstein says, I got a paper cut from a New Age instruction. Does that count as injury? And
No, you have to have a permanent damage.
there you go.
Paper cuts can heal.
Maybe send a New Age a letter and see if they will compensate you for that paper cut. But to answer your question, Mr. Magnus had of the Optimus. Mr. Magnus has shared it's from the Shozi store. It's called Fourth Party MD-005 Transformers SS86 Optimus Prime with trailer, or item code MD-005. So that's the Optimus that we were just showing.
Already turned that figure into a white
For-
Ultra Magnus.
For those of you who are wanting to, well, that's Frankenstein. He knows what Shozi Store is, but Shozi Store is an Asian company, and so you are bound by tariffs. So your shipping can get a little stupid. So far, it hasn't affected anything that I've ordered from them, because this was pre-ordered a little over 6 months ago.
Well, I think
So I was
sorry.
not affected by tariffs on it.
Well, I don't think it affects us on our side. At the moment, I think it's basically anything going from Canada to US or US to Canada, but from China or Japan, say, to Canada, I don't think the tariffs affect us. So it's just a ridiculous, mess at the moment for everything overall.
So we got 8
Freak said, okay,
minutes.
never mind, I have it on pre-order. Freak, if you've got it on pre-order, you might want to check, because mine shipped this week. If you also got it from Shozi Store.
Oh, and Joe Transformers, hey Joe, welcome again. Says, what's up, everyone? Highly recommended that guy, and we're soon going to be wrapping up our Teletran 1 segment. So I know I was gonna say Freakenstein, which he says no tariffs for me for Canada. So yeah, it's a hit and miss depending which country it comes into us. But I know
I'll have to
Impactor
see.
has some videos that you want to show before we round up this segment.
Yep. So the first one here is from Wolfman Productions. This involves the wind charger thing that I was talking about.
Yay, the Autobots are here to put us out of our misery.
Decepticons, hold your ground and guard the Energon. Autobots, refrain from using firearms. One misfire, and this place can go up in flames.
Well, it's a good thing I use magnets.
Oh my god, that kind of escalated.
Wild Prime, not long enough.
It was all Sunbow, and then that happened.
Yep.
I'm stuck. Someone help me.
Hey, Breakdown, how's the view up there?
Shut up and get me down from here.
Sorry, bud. I got my hands full.
Yeah, I've seen that
Say
drag
this.
strip in person before.
I'll say one thing, they certainly have the dialogue of a Sunbow episode down pat, writing-wise.
Nice.
Okay, that's it.
Watch this, but
Take cover.
the way look, if I go back here, the way he does
Okay, that's it.
Trailbreakers is force field.
Take cover.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Too bad that didn't kill me. Hey, where's Breakdown?
The Energon is lost. Let's get out of here. Do not cross my path again, Prime.
But
The
his
Autobots are
his entire
Using
wind
firearm.
charger,
One
I'm
misfire,
planning to get
and
it.
this place can
The
go
wind
up in
charger
flames.
itself because it's a
Well,
very
good
awesome
thing I
figure.
use magnets.
And the use of the Lego parts is very smart because that's a Lego piece.
That is funny.
They need to have a reaction shot of every single one of the figures just being like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
And then to my channel, surprisingly I'm at 381 now, so I'm just 19 away from 400.
Oh.
Ooh.
So the 2 new videos I've posted now. So let me just restart it kind of because I gotta get it back and then get a little bit of volume up. So I took Demolisher scene and just replaced it with Overload, basically.
Yeah, it's weird they haven't
My
done a
boy.
Demolisher yet officially.
Panzer 1, requesting fire mission now. Gunships on station, rolling hot.
So that was that
Good
one.
enough substitute.
And then here's the newest one.
I want 2 posted against this corner, and 2 of you over here. I know you're more the scientist than the soldier, but...
Not to worry, Braun. Though I prefer to be the warrior in the lab, I would never be the one to run from a good fight.
Oh, cool. Here's his tank model.
Yep.
Forces are blocking our way in. Let's see if we can thin that.
Excuse me.
We had
Posted against this corner.
this here basically was a good idea that I thought of for stop motion.
Soldier, but
Not to worry, Braun.
Yeah, because nobody ever shows off Transformersfrid mode in any stories, so that's a good thing to include.
The plan for this stop motion is like it's gonna be an entire because I have like in the beginning here, my restart I have Roadbuster and First Aid there, and then I have Cog and Prowl there. This is just a startup. And the voice actor for Perceptor here is very good.
Is it? Who is it?
I forget who it is, but he does a lot of stop motion films. For anybody who's heard of Crosshairs Productions, I think he's one of the voice actors for their Perceptor.
Cool. And Freakenstein says, I just checked, it's been shipped, and he says I'm partners with Shozy and the other store, Chow Bricks. They send me sets for their Lego.
My Lego store currently, like well, I unfortunately haven't bought that much stuff from them in a little while, but I got more Marvel Lego minifigures. For anybody who's heard of the Marvel Zombies series that came out recently, I am a big fan of that entire thing. So I have been purchasing Lego minifigures of the characters so I can just turn it into a Lego. Because if I wanted to, yes, I could purchase, well, every character from it in action figure style, since Big Bad Toy Store has most of the characters I want for the series on sale since they're old figures. But Legos wise, I enjoy the Lego way of making stop motion, so I would rather do Lego stop motions of the Marvel Zombies over normal action figures. So I most likely will be buying more minifigures. I mean, I have an entire bin. If I just open this here, just speaking of Lego, I have an entire bin here full of Lego human minifigure parts. Don't ask why. But like, I have a lot of stuff in this, and then I have like all my Lego X-Men dudes just chilling upstairs in my room. And well, I'm still working on the missile launcher. The next time I go to the Lego store, which hypothetically might be tomorrow, one of these days, I'll be getting myself a whole bunch of where are they? All the orange bricks. I need to finish it.
Cool. Freakenstein says I have all those zombie minifigures, and Mario says, well, I'm going to see you guys in the next stream, and yes, we are going to
minutes of
I
time.
need to hear what Mr. Magnus has for some unfortunate branding stories.
Yes, we'll hear those stories are going to be for the Teletran 2 segment. So, you can find Impactor on Impactor Productions on YouTube. And we're going to round out this segment so we can jump into Teletran 2. So, as we say at the end of every stream, to all are one.
To all are one.
Children of Primus.